At first, it just felt like a normal online friendship. Just games, calls, messages, nothing unusual. But then small things started happening, things no stranger should have known. And the scary part is, once someone gets into your life online, you don't really know how close they are. These are 3 online friend stories that felt a little too real. Story 1. You left your door open. I met him through a game. Nothing unusual. Just random matchmaking. We played a few rounds together. Got along. Then started playing regularly. His username was weird. Just numbers. No real name. No profile picture. But online people are like that sometimes. So I didn't think much of it. We mostly played late at night, talking through voice chat. At first, he seemed normal. Quiet. Calm. A little awkward maybe. But normal. We never spoke about personal stuff. Just games. That was it. Then one night, he asked me a strange question. Why do you keep looking behind you? I frowned. What? You keep turning around, he said. I can hear your chair moving. I laughed slightly. Bro, what are you talking about? You've done it 3 times. My chest tightened slightly. Because he was right. I had turned around a few times. Just randomly. Didn't even realize I was doing it. Still, that wasn't that weird. Maybe he heard the chair. So I ignored it. Kept playing. Then later that night, he said something else. You should close your door. I froze. My bedroom door was open. I looked over slowly. Dark hallway outside. No movement. How do you know my door's open? I asked. Silence for a second. Then, I can tell. That answer felt wrong. I laughed awkwardly. Tried to brush it off. But my chest felt tight now. How? I asked again. No response. He just changed the subject. Started talking about the game again. Like nothing happened. But I couldn't focus anymore. I kept glancing at my door. That dark hallway. Feeling watched. Eventually I ended the call. Locked my door. Went to sleep. The next night, he invited me instantly. Like he'd been waiting. We played again. Everything normal at first. Then, you moved your lamp. My stomach dropped instantly. I looked at my desk. The lamp was moved. I'd shifted it earlier that day. How do you know that? I asked. Silence. Then, it looks better there. My chest tightened properly now. That wasn't guessing anymore. That was specific. Too specific. You're weird, bro, I said, trying to laugh it off. But my voice sounded nervous. He laughed quietly, then said, You still haven't closed the curtains. I froze completely. Slowly, I turned toward the window. The curtains were slightly open, just enough to see darkness outside. My chest tightened instantly. I muted my mic, got up slowly, walked to the window, looked outside. Nothing there, just the street. Dark, empty. Then my headset crackled. His voice, unmuted somehow. Don't look outside. I stepped back immediately, heart racing now. How are you doing this? I said. No response. Then, I can see you. My chest dropped. I closed the curtains instantly, locked the window, hands shaking. Then the call disconnected. Just ended. I sat there in silence, heart pounding. Then, a message appeared on my screen. From him. One sentence. You left your door open again. I looked slowly toward my bedroom door. It was open, even though I knew I locked it earlier. I deleted him after that. Blocked the account. Never heard from him again. Until a few weeks later, I got another friend request. Blank profile. No username. Just one message. Close the curtains tonight. I don't play online late anymore, because I still don't know how he knew those things, or if he was ever really just online. Story 2. He joined before I invited him. I used to play with the same group almost every night. Nothing serious. Just games. Voice chat. Messing around for a few hours after midnight. There were 4 of us usually. Me, a couple friends, and him. No one knew much about him. He just appeared one night. Friend of a friend. Quiet guy. Didn't talk much. But he kept joining after that. Every night. At first, nothing felt strange. We'd invite him. He'd join. Normal. Then eventually, we noticed something weird. He'd already be there. Sitting in the voice chat before anyone invited him. At first we joked about it. How are you always here first? He'd just laugh quietly. Never explain it. We assumed one of us forgot to change permissions. So we ignored it. But then things got stranger. One night, I made a brand new private server. Didn't invite anyone yet. Didn't even send the link. I joined the voice chat alone and heard breathing. My chest tightened slightly. I checked the channel. Someone else was already inside. Him. Muted. No profile picture. Just sitting there. I froze for a second. How did you get in here? I asked. Silence. Then, I was invited. His voice sounded distorted slightly, like his mic was too close. No one invited you, I said. A pause. Then, you were going to. My chest tightened a little. That answer felt wrong. I laughed awkwardly, trying to brush it off. But something about him felt different that night. Too calm. Too quiet. Then the others joined. I asked if anyone added him. Everyone said no. He didn't react. Didn't defend himself. Just sat there silently while we played. Then during one match, my friend disconnected. Just suddenly left. A few seconds later, we heard him again. Through someone else's mic. Shouting. Panicked. Then the call cut. We all froze. What was that? Someone asked. No answer. Then, he spoke. Quietly. He went downstairs. My chest tightened. What? No response. A few seconds later our friend rejoined, breathing hard. What happened? I asked. He sounded shaken. Someone knocked on my window. Silence hit the whole call. We all lived in different places, different cities, even different countries. Then, he laughed softly. Not normal laughter. Low. Almost like he found something funny. Then he said, "You should check your windows too." I muted instantly. Turned around slowly. My curtains were open slightly. Dark outside. No movement. But my chest tightened hard. Because something felt wrong. Like someone was there. Watching. I closed the curtains immediately. Locked the window. Came back to my desk. The voice chat was silent. No one talking anymore. Then one of my friends whispered, "Why is his camera on?" I looked at the screen. He never used a camera. Ever. But now, a black video box had appeared. Dark. Hard to make out anything. Then slowly, the image brightened slightly, and my stomach dropped. It was a room. A bedroom. Someone's bedroom. Desk. Curtains. Lamp. My room. My chest tightened instantly. I froze completely. The angle was from the corner of my room, like someone was standing there filming me. I couldn't breathe properly. "You guys seeing this?" I asked. No one answered. Then one of them whispered, "Leave the call." I grabbed my mouse immediately. Tried disconnecting. Nothing happened. The button froze. Then, he spoke again. But this time, not through the headset. Behind me. "Quiet. Close. You should have closed the curtains." I spun around instantly. Nothing there. My room empty. But the chair behind me was still moving slightly, like someone had just touched it. I disconnected the PC from the wall after that. Didn't even shut it down properly. The call ended instantly. I didn't sleep that night. None of us did. The next morning, his account was gone. Deleted completely. No messages. No profile. Nothing. Like he never existed. But sometimes late at night, I still hear the Discord join sound. Even when my PC is off. And every single time, I check my curtains first. Story 3. The deleted account started messaging me again. It started with a notification. Nothing unusual. Just a message request. I almost ignored it. Until I saw the username. My chest tightened instantly. Because I recognized it. It belonged to someone I used to talk to online. A guy I met through a forum years ago. We spoke for months. Mostly late at night. Games. Random conversations. Normal stuff. Then one day, his account disappeared. Deleted completely. No warning. No goodbye. Just gone. I never thought much about it after that. People disappear online all the time. But now, 3 years later, I was staring at his username again. Same profile picture. Same account name. I frowned. That shouldn't have been possible. The account was deleted. I remembered because I searched for it before. Nothing came up. But now it was back. And there was only one message. You still awake? My chest tightened slightly. I stared at the screen for a second, trying to decide if it was some kind of joke. Maybe someone recreated the account. Maybe I was remembering wrong. So I replied, "Who is this?" The typing dots appeared instantly. Then, "You already know." That answer felt wrong immediately. Too deliberate. I frowned. "Didn't your account get deleted?" Typing again. Longer this time. Then, "Not exactly." I felt uneasy now. Something about the way he typed felt familiar. Exactly like before. Short replies. Always calm. I tried to shake it off. Maybe it really was him. Maybe he just made a new account. Then another message came through. "You still sleep with the light on." My chest tightened instantly. I hadn't spoken to him in years. How would he know that? Back then, I used to joke about it sometimes. Because I hated sleeping in complete darkness. But that was years ago. I stared at the message. Didn't reply immediately. Then another one appeared. "You moved your bed." I froze completely. Slowly, I looked across my room. My bed had been moved recently. Only a few days earlier. No pictures online. No posts. Nothing anyone could have seen. My chest tightened hard now. "How do you know that?" I typed. Typing dots appeared. Stopped. Started again. Then, "It looks better against that wall." My stomach dropped instantly. That wasn't guessing anymore. That was specific. Too specific. I stood up slowly. Checked my curtains. Closed. Window locked. Room empty. But I still felt watched. That horrible feeling. Like someone was there. Then my phone buzzed again. A photo. Sent from the account. Dark image. Hard to make out at first. Then I realized what I was looking at. My building. Outside at night. Taken from across the street. My chest tightened instantly. I zoomed in. And my stomach dropped. My bedroom window was visible. In the photo. Light still on. I backed away from my desk immediately. Heart racing now. "What do you want?" I typed. No response. Then another message appeared. "Turn around." I froze completely. Every part of me felt cold. I didn't move. Couldn't. Then, a voice notification. From the account. I stared at it for a second. Then pressed play. Static. Breathing. Then quietly. "Don't make it obvious." My chest tightened so hard it hurt. Because the voice was whispering. Right beside the microphone. And underneath it, I could hear something else. My room. My fan. my chair creaking slightly. Sounds from inside my bedroom. I shut my laptop instantly. Heart pounding. Grabbed my phone. Turned the flashlight on. Checked everywhere. Closet. Under the bed. Nothing there. But the feeling stayed. That feeling of not being alone. Then, my laptop notification sound went off again, even though the screen was closed. I opened it slowly. One final message. No one checks behind the door. My chest dropped instantly, because I hadn't checked there. Slowly, I turned toward my bedroom door, and noticed something. The gap behind it looked darker than it should have. I didn't check. I grabbed my keys, left the apartment immediately, didn't come back until morning. The account was gone after that. Deleted again. No trace. But sometimes late at night, I still get message requests from blank accounts. Always with the same thing written first. You still awake? Not everyone you meet online stays behind a screen. Some people get closer. Quietly. If one of these did, you already know which one. There are more stories like this on my channel. If you're willing to keep going, subscribe if you think you can handle the next one. I'll see you again. If you're still paying attention.